Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mario Tennis Aces is finally out, and I was going to have an absolute ball just playing the game, showing you how I could play through a tournament, have some good clean matches. Barza Jr. showed up, and there's an awful lot of controversy about him being high tier or some sort of silliness like that. I didn't mind, that was okay. I was going to play and just have some fun. It was all going to be good, squeaky, clean tennis. And then I kind of used all my meter using a trick shot like this, and that made a lob happen, and Barza Jr. just cleaned the floor with me, and something kind of sparked in my head, and I was like, you know what? Let's just kill everyone instead. Let's just knock everyone's rackets into fucking orbit. To hell with it. I don't give a damn. Who cares? This isn't about tennis. This is about ruining people's day. So instead of playing the game normally, I decided to go out of my way and KO every single opponent in the tournament. And it is possible, and I'll show you how. See that special? I'm gonna let that whip, because that means that we're in deuce. And that means that he's gonna have to deal with my serves a whole lot longer while we tackle for the advantage. And if I'm gonna keep on using my meter to serve, and if he's not gonna be very good at blocking, eventually he's gonna lose his racket. Like so. Ooh, feels good every time. So yeah, we're going to be bullying the entire video, and anytime someone wants to do the same back, we block those. But this whole video is mostly sped up. I'm very sorry. If I didn't, then this video would be like an hour long. Some of these matches were like 20 minutes long. Yo, we block those. So keep up the pressure, keep on doing zone shots, and sometimes your opponent just won't be ready to block. Yo, the double combo. Double damage. He's on his last racket, his last hit point. And his last resort is to try and go for a special backwards. And I would reply with this, with a block, but we're going to let that go because, yet again, we want to be induced. We want to let the match last long enough to finish it with a KO. Oh! He didn't get to play his whole match. He walked all the way to the stadium, and he didn't even get to finish his game because I broke his racket. Because we're bullies! Alright, who's next? Oh, a Mario player, that's right. Alright, well, we can make this work. So, if your main objective is to break the racket, try to not let your opponent know that that's your main objective. So, by all means, go for a couple of points, get the lead, and build enough meter to try your hand at a special and see if they block it. This guy didn't block it at all. He kind of ran out of the way, so we don't really know how good his blocking is yet. But if you go for a zone serve, and if they're not good at blocking that, which he wasn't, then that's probably going to be our main method of breaking and whittling down his health. We'll go for it again, and yeah. Oh jeez, now his racket's really hurting, and what the hell was... Can we go back and see that? That was a cheeky shot.
I'll teach you to get stylish points on me!
Oh yeah, he got hit with a body shot, and that's probably because he was mixing up the way that he blocks, because it's definitely beneficial to block too late than too early, because if you block too late, the worst that'll happen is a body shot or you lose a point. And if you've got plenty of health in your racket, by all means, try and block early just so you don't lose a vital point. But this guy's definitely adjusting how he blocks. So we're in deuce, as per my design of course, and this guy goes to use one of his specials, and this is where we're totally okay with showing that we can block this. Hey, check it out. We can block, can you? And that kind of encourages them to block back. There you go, he did a block shot. It was really good. So that means it's maybe going to be a little bit trickier than I thought it would be. Still stuck in deuce health. He does another special, and that's okay. We don't care. We definitely block those. And we get a body shot. We're still stuck in deuce. Oh my god! So at this point, we're just trying to build meter, and he goes for another special, and he's all like, hee hee, I got him! And we're like,
wah, no you don't, we got Legos for days!
And that just piles on the pressure and makes sure that he doesn't slip any concentration until he has to block again, and he does it a little bit too early, and he finally loses his first racket. And yet, we're still in a really dangerous position because we're at match points. We have to kind of ease up. We don't want to win tennis normally, like how normal people, normal gentlemen would do. That's too civil. We're not here to be civil. We're here to demoralize, to make people feel bad. You think we play games for fun? Oh, that was a good shot. I was sandbagging, but even if I wasn't, I thought I would have hit that shot if I wanted to. Alright, so since he's won a game, that means that we've got loads more time to kind of like wrestle with his racket. And also we're serving, and this is where we get most of our damage. So go for a little bit of a star shot. Oh my god, that was odd. And he hit it! His racket's hurting. And if he just didn't go for it, it would have went out. It's very hard to tell though, so I forgive him. I believe he goes for a special. Yeah, he goes for a special. We let that ride. We don't care. We just want to build meter. Oh, we kind of care about this one. Legos. So, wherever you can, work in his own shot. Right here. I think the problem with the opponent is that he used his meter as soon as it was hit. And it's really hard to keep your patience going if, like, you have to wait a long time for the ball to get to you. Because you're just like, my meter's going. What am I going to do? Better hit a knot. And it's too early. So, if you're going to see, if you see your opponent doing his own shot, wait until their racket flashes. And then hold zone just after you see the flash. And that's kind of a good way to sort of like use as little meter as possible while still being pretty safe from it. Like, we wait for the flash, then we use the meter. And if we held it too early, I'd have ran out of meter before I got there, and it would have been a hell of a hard like shot to block. So we're back in deuce again, and we're really piling on the pressure for this Mario. He just wants to get the game, and we give him another zone shot, and he can't do it. He's just like, fuck it is, I'm gonna go home. Go down, bully!
Yeah, that's damn right!
Alright, 2 KOs, 2 matches so far, 2 for 2, and we're up against another Mario. Alright, fair enough. And he gets to serve it first, so that means that we don't get our zone serves yet. If that's the case, just try and build as much meter as possible, like we're doing here now. Do a zone shot, and see what they do. Just like the last guy, he's using his meter a little bit early, so it's really hard to keep your patience or have enough meter to return. So we'll keep on hitting him with more zone shots. And see him happens again, and we got a third one already, and his first racket's already dead. Hot damn, I think that's the fastest I've ever broken someone's racket without using a level 3. So I go ahead and use a level 3, see how he deals with it, and once again he's charging a bit too long, and he runs out of meter. Like I mentioned, so it's just gonna hit a body shot. Whoa, we're serving now, give him 2, and already we're hurting his racket. And we get another zone shot, see what he does. Oh, and he's already in his last, like, sliver of health. And this is where there's a big problem. If you bully too hard, you run the risk of breaking your opponent's will to fight. He's not interested. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like,
hey, you gotta block, you gotta block.
And he's like, nope, I don't care. My family was here. They're in the crowd. You're making a fucking fool out of me. I don't want to play anymore. And then you're like, oh shit. Well, you gotta try to like ease back a little bit. If I do another zone shot or zone serve, it could be too much. So we lay off, and it's match point already. So let him get a couple more points first. Give him a little bit of hope, and then he starts getting back into the game, and even returning my zone shots with blocks, which is impressive considering he was just about to give up. That means that we gotta mix him up once we serve again. So what we gotta do is the double toss shuffle. Empty toss into a zone serve as soon as possible, just like this. Oh, throws him off. Racket broken. KO. So remember, if your opponent stops playing just to prevent you from breaking their racket in front of their friends and family, all you have to do is apply some
malicious mental conditioning so that they start playing back into your hands again.
What the? Another Mario? Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. So in regards to this game, I just want to say that I love it. I love the core gameplay. I love the presentation. The single player campaign, I don't really care about, but everything else, how it looks,
superhero landing.
Everything else I absolutely adore. I was really wary of this game whenever I saw the KO aspects and like the health bars on the tennis rackets. I wasn't sold, and then I played it, and I'm totally behind this. This is gonna be a game that I'm gonna play for a while. I highly recommend it. This final match took a hell of a long time. And I'm sorry if you don't want to watch these matches all sped up. So I will play more, I will record more, and I will upload proper good matches. There's some, like, action near the end of this match if you want to see it, like, normal speed, if you want to skip forward. This video was mostly just to try and help people understand just how to play like an absolute douchebag. That was my intention, and I'm sorry if that's not what everyone's happy to see. But gosh dang it, someone's gotta do it. And that someone might as well be me. So this Mario has hella good blocks, as you just saw. I hit the net. You can't kill the net. The net's got infinite HP. My boy Botanic Sid's showing up. That guy taught me everything. If you don't like how I'm playing in this game, you go blame him. I was an honest good boy at first, and then Trey taught me how to be a monster. He created this. He caused this pain. So this Mario is hella formidable. He's blocking everything that I'm throwing at him. So we're doing what my boy Trey has told me many times, and that's to put them in deuce hell. That's exactly where we are, and it gives us more chances to like zone shot, but we couldn't do it. We still haven't done any damage, and now we're into game 2. So he's got not very much meter. We go for a zone serve. Finally, that's the first bit of health that we've finally taken off of him. It's taken this long to get one bit of HP off of his first racket, and we're already approaching championship Legos championship point. So we build more meter, we get another zone serve. Is he gonna get hit by it? No, another body shot. This is a big problem because now we're on championship point and his first racket's barely damaged. So we have to sandbag at least a little bit. Put him into deuce hell. This way we can like let game 2 ride out a little bit longer. Try and get at least a tiny bit more damage in there. Give him this point. I like retaliate to that slam down flat shot, but there's no way I was going to catch the aftermath of that one. But that's okay. Now he's an advantage, so we can press a little harder, build some meter, go for some zone shots. He didn't go for it. We're still stuck in deuce. We go for another zone shot here, and there, a little bit more. Go for another one. I don't know how he blocked that. It's really hard to block 2 zone shots in a row. So what we got to do, double toss shuffle, empty toss into a really quick zone serve. Watch it.
Works every time, sucker!
Finally we got progress, and yet we're still at championship point. We don't want to win this game. Not like this. We can't play in this. We need to ask Fred's parents to stop watching Netflix and get to the chillin' part, because that's unplayable. Actually, on that note, if any of you at home are playing this game on Wi-Fi, please, for the love of wah, get an Ethernet adapter. This game plays so much better whenever you have a hard connection. I don't believe anyone whenever they're complaining about the netcode on this game, because all that's happening is they, or the person they're playing, is taking their Switch, walking to the living room because they're getting salty, and that's why the connection drops every now and again. Yo, I was gonna say Legos, we block those, but he countered my special with his special. He's using his special defensively. That's never a good idea, because if you do that, whenever the ball returns, it's just a regular ass hit, yet you get sent flying. So all I had to do was do a drop shot to get that point. Alright? Okay? Don't use specials defensively against other specials. Look, if I did my special, assuming I had the meter, I would get knocked back. Always use your meter to return it with a drop shot, or maybe a flat shot if you think you can get the speed up to like throw them off. Anyways, game 3, still no damage to his second racket. Double toss shuffle. It works! It fucking works! See? Anyways, his standard zone serve still gets the damage. He's on his last bit of health. I don't know what I could do at the time, so I was like, time to do some experimental shit, alright? Single empty toss. Double empty toss. Triple toss shuffle. It don't work. That's too experimental. We're working on that technology. So we're quickly running out of points. If Mario wins this round, then we're put into a tiebreaker. If I win, the game's over. So I go for another serve shot, and I use my zone meter, and another body shot. He's being really careful to protect his racket. So this is racking my fucking nerves trying to get... perfect block. Oh my god. Game. And that's it. Tiebreaker. I won't speed up any of this. I'll just let it roll at normal speed and I'll commentate it that way. So Mario's getting a lot of flat shots in. He's trying to push me back. He gets in a drop shot and I don't catch it. I'm not sandbagging anymore. We are fighting for our lives. This went from a battle of attrition and bullying and has turned into a standoff of nerves and mind games. I do a triple toss shuffle. It don't matter because he's got all of his special meter and he wants to blast that out of his cares and worries because he doesn't have to worry about blocking it that way. I barely got enough meter. I block it. It's fine. We're still in the game. We've both got very little meter left. Goes back to neutral. He's still doing power shots. I'm trying to charge up a full topspin to push him back and get meter. It's not working because his power shots are just too fast for me to like build up enough meter. Gets in a drop shot, I see a zone, it doesn't work. He just avoids it. I don't even know if he meant to do that. He might have just said, fuck it, I'ma keep him my racket. If I'm gonna go out, it's with my bloody racket. Oh shit, and he gets me with a mind game. He done another drop shot and gets leading points, which is really kind of scary because not only are his blocks on point, he's also like set to win the championship in points, which is a lot of pressure. And the pressure works both ways because he hits the net. Net has infinite HP. You can't kill that thing. He can kill me though, and he's going for it because he's hitting me with more flat shots, knocking me all the way to the back of the stadium. I'm just trying to get meter. I'm trying to build as much as I can. He's not really using it. He's going to use his super meter defensively. That's the only problem that I can see with his players like playstyle. He should be using it more aggressively. But at the same time, it's a pretty solid way to stop me from damaging his racket because if I do a zone shot, he'll use his level 3. If I use my level 3, he'll use his level 3. So I just build up enough meter to do a level 3 because that's the only way I can get him to use his meter. That way he's more susceptible to zone shots. It doesn't matter where I point it, he does his special, it's going to be a very soft return, so all I gotta do is do a drop shot to get the points, and then at this point I remember the inner game of tennis, PH 35. Your opponent plays like a bitch during tiebreakers when the score is 3-2. And that's it! Every opponent in tournament knocked the fuck out. We didn't skillfully claw our way to the top of a tennis tournament. We pummeled our way to the top of a slugfest. And I wouldn't have it any other way. If you enjoyed this video, you're as terrible as I am. If you didn't, let me know and I'll see what I can do differently to make you feel a bit better. Since you're still here, I'll let you know that I'm streaming this game as soon as the video goes up, and I'm also selling a t-shirt designed by the wonderful Crooked Glasses. I think it's the best one yet. If you want one, there's details in the description below, and if you get it, it supports us both tremendously. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.
Yahoo!